Potter people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing super well, and if you are new around here then welcome. So for today's video I thought it would be really cool to rant a bit about some of the pros, the cons, and let's face it, the stereotypes of the different Hogwarts houses, because each house does have them, and I think that some of them need addressing, and I would like to get my own opinions out there and also like counter argue the stereotypes and why each house is awesome and unique and special, because it is. I would like to thank Slytherin Life on Instagram for giving me this idea. Thanks for the idea. If you have any more video suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below, because I'm hoping to upload every other day now that it's the Easter holidays, and I can't do that without your help, so please keep on those suggestions coming. And one last thing before we start with this video, please also leave me some Q&A questions in the comments down below, because I'm doing a Q&A soon, but I can't if I don't have enough questions, so please leave me some questions in the comments down below. And before I ramble on any more about stuff that isn't Hogwarts houses, let's get right on with this video. So we're going to start off with Gryffindor. Now, a pro of Gryffindor is there is just so much merchandise out there. If you are a merchandise collector like me, look around my bedroom, you'll know that I am. Then there is just, you will know that there is just, if you go into a shop that sells Harry Potter stuff, there's going to be loads of Gryffindor stuff. There might also be some like nice Slytherin stuff there. It's very rare to find some Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff stuff, but Gryffindor, there's just so much merchandise out there, and that is just so cool, especially if you're a merchandise collector. And also a pro of being the Gryffindor is everybody knows what Gryffindor is. Like, there are some people who have no idea what the other houses are. They know what Gryffindor is, and that kind of leads us on to a con of Gryffindor. People assume that if you're in Gryffindor, then that you are just tagging along with the crowd. You're not a real fan, you're just in Gryffindor because Harry, Ron and Hermione are. Now, that is so not true. Now, that is true for millions of people out there who are like fake fans, and when they do Pottermore, they do all the answers that will put them in Gryffindor. I know people who have done that. Now, I just feel like that is not something you should do. Like, you just don't do that. And like, yes, there are millions of people out there, but if they're a real Harry Potter fan, then they're not going to be jumping along with everybody else. If they're a real Harry Potter fan, and they're a Gryffindor, then they are in Gryffindor because they were sorted into Gryffindor, or their qualities resonate with Gryffindor's qualities. A stereotype about Gryffindor, apart from the people assume you're a fake fan, one is that people assume you are brave, and when they think of brave and they say they're thinking of brave, then they actually mean reckless. Now, it's good to be brave, yes, that is something Godric Gryffindor was looking for when he founded Hogwarts, but you can be brave and not reckless at the same time, if that makes any sort of sense. Next on to Slytherin. Now, Slytherin is an awesome, amazing house. I love it. I'm not a Slytherin, I'm a Ravenclaw, but if I wasn't a Ravenclaw, I'd definitely be a Slytherin. I love Slytherin so much, and Slytherins are kind, they're cunning and ambitious, and that is such good things. If you're a Slytherin, you know what you want and you are going to get it, and you're not going to stop until you've got it, and that's such an amazing trait to have. You're determined and you will get it, you will do what you want, and that is one of the most amazing qualities that a person can have, and I think that that shouldn't be used against you for the fact that all Slytherins are supposedly bad. Now, this is a massive con, and that's kind of mixed with the stereotypes as well. So, although Slytherin's cool, yeah, you can get Slytherin merch and stuff like that. I know I'm relating that to every house because I'm a merch collector, but oh well. People should not assume you're bad. Now, most Dark Wizards are in Slytherin because Dark Wizards have certain traits. To be a Death Eater, you've got to be sly, cunning, ambitious. You've got to have those traits to be a Death Eater, otherwise you will just fail and be killed by an aura. And I'm just saying that Voldemort was so cunning and sly, and he was so ambitious. He was willing to get what he wanted at a big price. I'm not saying all Slytherins are like that, because they're definitely not, but he was going to get what he wanted. He was going to get immortal life. And I think that people should not assume that only bad wizards are in Slytherin, because Peter Pettigrew, he was bad, he was in Gryffindor. Quirrell, he was bad, he was in Ravenclaw. And I think that, yeah, just so much of that stuff. And people should not assume when you're a Slytherin, they're like, oh, that's the bad house, that's the bad house. Because I've seen that happen to so many Slytherins, and there's so much more to Slytherin than that. Next we're going to move on to Ravenclaw. Now I love Ravenclaw because it's my house, and Ravenclaw is good because what I like about Ravenclaw is it lets you be who you are. You're creative, you're witty, you know how to do things, and you know how to make your own way in life. And one of the things I like so much about Ravenclaw is Ravenclaw accepts you for being who you are, and it doesn't, like, Ravenclaw doesn't shame you for what you are. Like, take Luna Lovegood, she was able to find a place in Ravenclaw because she was weird, yes. She was weird, but in a wonderful way, and in any other house, she'd have just been, like, shamed for that. But Ravenclaw was good for her because it let her be that weird, wonderful person, and I think that's a really, really nice thing about Ravenclaw. You're also so creative, everything, you're great at solving riddles, everything. I just think it's an amazing house. I just think it's an amazing house, and I consider myself very lucky to be a Ravenclaw. Con about Ravenclaw is people don't know what Ravenclaw is. Like, I was in dance the other day and I was wearing this like burgundy jumper, and then this girl came up to me and was like, "Oh my gosh, you're wearing the Harry Potter coloured jumper!" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "That's the colour of Harry's house, isn't it? Oh my gosh, that's so cool!" And it was really sweet of her because everybody knows I'm a Harry Potter fan, but it did, like, she wasn't deliberately doing it or anything, she just didn't know about Ravenclaw, because unless you're like a proper Harry Potter fan you wouldn't know about it. And then I was just like, "I'm a Ravenclaw," and she was like, "Oh, what's that?" And I was just like, ugh. So a stereotype about Ravenclaw, when you've actually got somebody to understand what Ravenclaw is, that people assume, wow, you're really clever. My friend, when I told her I was a Ravenclaw, she's a Gryffindor, apparently, she's not really a Gryffindor, I went up to her and said, "Oh yeah, I'm a Ravenclaw," and she was like, "Oh, you're really nerdy, you're smart, haha, you're really intelligent, you're a geek." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about? You can be dumb and be in Ravenclaw. You can be stupid and be in Ravenclaw. There is a difference between being intelligent, knowing everything, being a Hermione, and witty, being able to solve riddles, using your general knowledge. And there is such a big difference, and people don't take that for granted. And that's one of the things I really want to do a separate video on Ravenclaw, coming from a Ravenclaw's point of view, because I have just so much to say about it, and I can't fit it all in this video. There is a difference between being intelligent and witty. Now, I think you really should, like, appreciate that for a second before you go up to people and say, "Wow, you're really nerdy, you're really smart," because that is just simply not the case. Moving on to Hufflepuff. Now, Hufflepuff, a pro of Hufflepuff is being, people want to be friends with you. You're an amazing friend. People would just love to be friends with you. You're very good at keeping friends, and you're quite sociable a lot of the time, and you can wait, you're patient, and you don't rush things, and I think that's just an amazing quality to have because it's really good. Like, it will help you a lot when you're in your later life and you really need to get your stuff for yourself. And I think people need to appreciate that before they say that Hufflepuffs are stupid. Hufflepuffs are, you know, a stereotype about Hufflepuff is people assume you're just there for finding things and you're stupid and you just don't care about anything else, really, and that is so not true. People also assume that Hufflepuff is the leftover house. That is not true. Hufflepuff is an amazing house, and when you're put in Hufflepuff, you're not put in the leftover house, you're not put in the stupid house. So I kind of feel like lots of the cons and stereotypes are the same thing, but I just really wanted to get that out of the way because Hufflepuffs are not stupid, please just understand that. So that was it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you do, make sure to smash it a huge thumbs up and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please tell me, like, your opinions and your comments about stuff like this down below in the comment section, because I would love to know, like, what you guys think, and I love reading your comments. It's like one of my favourite things to do, so make sure that you do that, and I will see you in my next video.